For the best Arabic online courses, visit www.maysor.com.
There's not another single soul that can come close. He's happy they're together, but he wants to be in Jannah most. A paradise so exquisite, feel it so near. And if he leaves before her, he'll be waiting till her soul's there. Hello, little man. And here, right, this is what I have. Inshallah, hopefully you guys can see it, read it properly, right? Here, I got my, nowadays people call them affirmations and stuff like that. Call it what thou want. I want health in abundance, then wealth in abundance. I wrote that, shall I say, and then I read it now and again. Do you know what I'm saying? Even subconsciously, it will go in. Then we've got, one sec, Prince, one sec. I will beat cancer by the permission of my Lord who loves me, Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, Bismillah. Oh, punch me in my face. Yeah, here we go. Anyway, far too often, like all the time, and there's obviously Islamic proof for this, but people say, they say Bismillah. Yeah, inshallah, this is a good sign that Allah loves you and stuff like that. And this is what I believe. Generally speaking, whether I believe that Allah loves me, hence why I've gone through this test, that's a different story. But anyway, that's what people say, right? So sometimes when you're going through a test, it's quite likely that you might start thinking, maybe I'm being punished for something that I did, and that's the other side of the coin that people don't usually say. But the people that are going through the calamity or the trial, they think about you with me. So what I try to do is, if I ever get any of those bad thoughts, I try to combat them. And this is one of my strategies. I will beat cancer by the permission of my Lord. I could have stopped there, but I said, who loves me? Because I want to remind myself every single day that Allah loves me, It's important. Then the last one I said is, I have so much to live for and much more to achieve. So I try to that's my focus every single day. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but what I wanted to speak about is, I'm like, before I get into that, positive affirmations and stuff, and, listening to positive lectures online, even some meditation lectures, meditation things, it's quite tricky. But anyway, Bismillah, what was I going to say? So it's literally, what's the day today? Sunday, right? It's Sunday. So it's 2 days before we fly, and I had to go and take the COVID test. And I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, right, I was absolutely terrified because of the stories I've heard of people that have taken the COVID test. Do you know what I'm saying? Let me put you down, Habibi. You're getting a bit heavy for you, Baba. So I'm like, I don't want it to go all up my nose and stuff like that. I heard that they dig it up your nose and they leave it for 10 seconds. So I called up the pharmacy on the way to the pharmacy, and I started talking to him, trying to spark a conversation. And I was like, excuse me, sir, can I ask you a question, please? He's like, sure. I was like, how far did you go up, to prep him that I'm not, But cut a long story short, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. It literally just tickles, so hopefully we get some good results. Sah wala la? Yeah.
We arrived at Heathrow Airport, Terminal 2, nice and early for once, and now we're looking for our check-in desk.
We're gonna say hi to them. Where are we going?
Germany!
Let's have some Guten Morgen.
Guten Morgen.
Guten Morgen. Who are we flying with? I don't think anyone can hear us, man.
Lufthansa? Yeah, I'm not sure if they can. Let's just check the flight. Back in a sec.
Cool. Assalamu alaikum, guys. So we've arrived in the airport. Alhamdulillah, my dad just dropped us off, and inshallah we should be flying in 2 hours. What's he saying? Zone B. Oh yeah, there it is. So inshallah ta'ala, hopefully nasilu bisalama, inshallah ta'ala. Nasilu, we'll arrive bisalama. How do you guys say in Ammiya? توصل بالسلامة مش?
نوصل بالسلامة.
نوصل.
Yeah.
نوصل ولا توصل?
Oh, you saying to somebody?
It is?
توصل بالسلامة.
Okay, but that's wrong, by the way, guys. That's not fusha. Fusha is nasilu, or inshallah tasilu bisalama. How are you?
Assalamu alaikum.
Are you feeling?
I'm feeling alright. I'm feeling
You're
good.
gonna have to speak up a little, please.
Oh, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling okay, alhamdulillah.
Yeah. Nervous, worried, excited, scared.
God, you know what? I've got a headache.
Mm.
Sorry, I've just got a headache. So, because I've been like rushing around so much for the past few days, I've just got a headache right now. I just
Hungry?
and I'm really hungry.
What's new? Boy, oh boy, do we have a story for you? On a scale of 1 to 10, how screwing are you right now?
10.
10. I'm fuming, man. What happened, man?
I'm not going journey today.
Alhamdulillah, at least you can smile about it.
I've got a smile about it.
Yeah.
Like you now.
Basically, we were refused entry, and I was so upset, man. But inshallah ta'ala, hopefully we can get on the flight in the morning, and once we touch down, inshallah, we'll be able to update you as to exactly what went down. But very, very heartbreaking, man. Very heartbreaking. Disappointing, to say the least. But alhamdulillah ala salama. Alhamdulillah ala salama. Or alhamdulillah ala kulli hal. She said, basically, German immigration has said no. And
What?
Yeah, it's a German immigration that said no. And we're gonna be, but she never made it seem as if we're gonna be like, we're not letting you in. Guys, we've had a crazy journey. Big old neck shoulder that we
Properly fasten your seatbelts.
We're doing 2 angles. We're trying to upstep our vlogging game. But anyway, yeah, we've had a crazy story, guys. So much jokes. Inshallah, I hope I remember to say everything. Good energy, getting back good energy. Carla, David, what's his name? Jigger.
Jigger didn't help.
No, Jigger helped, man.
No, Jigger was the first guy.
Yeah,
he gave me a cupcake, that's it.
Oh, so you forget the cupcake, but you remember the stress. She forgets the cupcake,
No,
but she remembers the stress. And I've been with her for 15 years.
No, I remember the cupcake and not the stress.
No, you said he didn't help out.
He didn't help.
He helped out, man. But anyway,
Okay.
we had crazy story with that. I hope I remember to say that story about my dad when he was on. We left him on the phone for 15 minutes.
It's not that funny.
I thought it was funny. Books, writing a book. Shout out to Naima B. Roberts and that. What else happened on the way there? Nelu helping us. Getting a
Nelly, Mrs. Star, and
David, and also getting the document signed by another, getting another document signed. That was another issue that we had to deal with.
But alhamdulillah, finally we're on the plane.
We got told that we can't. Well, immigration refused us twice, man. How crazy is that? How mad is that?
Mad.
Like twice. Did you know she was gonna say that when she said it?
Who?
Carla, when she said they said no again.
No, I didn't think she'd say that. I thought it was just going to be like dropping off her bags and going.
So what was your face like when she said no? I can't believe you did that.
I don't know. I was just, I was a bit shocked. Because I thought this possibly might not even happen today.
Yeah, that was nice. Alhamdulillah, we're on, man. COVID tests. Babe, I can see your neck.
I have to cut these bits out, mate.
COVID tests. Let's just do it like this.
Yeah.
COVID test, the 2 times. So much drama. Anyway, assalamu alaikum. Inshallah, nasiru bis salama.
Hello?
I never believed that I'd be graced with a woman that's been laced with the love to help me deal with any challenge I've been faced with. Connections really sacred, new memories created every time we turn the pages. For you, been waiting for ages. Expensive rings, diamond chains, and even ankle bracelets. Tell you what the craze is, none of this you've ever been faced with. I met you once before, in my dream, it was amazing. Ever since that time, I've been patiently waiting for ages, Sam. Do you remember late nights, speaking on the phone? Changed my life for the best. Before, it was a lonely road.
I remember.
I love hard as if I'm scared to ever be alone. And you'll forever be the realest person that I've ever known. 9 months incredible. You changed my house into a home. but they living in glass too. So tell me, why they throwing stones? Deadly disease, it's in my liver, now it's in my bones. The pain is evident, you can hear it clearly in my tone. I grab my phone, keep writing, cause deep down I know the seed is sown. It's unknown, but perhaps this year I'm coming home. This journey's far from comfy, seen good, the bad, the ugly. I know my Lord's above me, and you're still there to hug me. Sometimes I feel I'm losing track. You're still there to rub my back and hold me down and tell me everything is gonna be okay. You have your days when you break down and say, this is too much to take. I bet you pray this was all a bad dream. Every time you wake, I'm sitting in the rain like me, Tarzan, and you, Jane. Without you, it ain't the same, but with you, it's worth the pain. Let's focus on the fact that we've raised 5 beautiful children. Let's focus on the fact that I will always live through them. This dunya, an illusion. We'll be together soon again, chilling like the best of friends in paradise with the best of men. The love is raw, opened up my heart and I just let it pour. We've had 15 years together on this earth, praying many more. Inshallah. Some of the silly arguments, I wonder what was it for? Cause everything seems petty now when death is knocking at my door. Cause everything seems petty now that death is knocking at my door.
Quite fun. I'm so tired.
Yeah, I mean,
This is so much fun.
so much fun. First class. Your cheeks are showing too much, Street. Freezing, cruising.
This is Mars.
Hold on. Yeah. Mashallah. You drive Formula One?
I was going to say we've lost a few people on the way before.
You lost a few people on that turn, huh? And a few people to that block there.
Oh, there's so many more shops open in this terminal than the London.
This is mad fun.
It's not so busy at the moment, so we can go quite far.
Go for
Normally
it,
it's really busy.
Step on it, man. Step on it. It's all good.
Full speed.
Yeah, I'm an adrenaline junkie.
15 per mile. So
50 miles per hour, yeah? Look at this. You can put your foot down now. Over here. That was fun. That was fun. Guys, I've had an amazing time so far, man. We just literally landed and it's all good. So much fun.
That's the end of the line.
Thank you so much, sir, man. That was amazing. Cheers. So we got outside of the airport and we waited for about 45 minutes until a driver came. And the drive from the airport to the Hooferland clinic, it took about an hour and a half or so. But we used this time to soak up some of the scenery. And to me, it looked like a really nice, clean country, past a lot of towns and stuff like that, until we eventually arrived.
When we arrived at the clinic, it wasn't what I was expecting. I don't know why I thought it was going to be bigger, but alhamdulillah, it's located in such a beautiful little village with a nice green open space right in front for us to go for walks, inshallah. And it was just such a quiet, peaceful, clean area. Really looking forward to spending time here. When we entered the building, we were sent straight up into our rooms, and the place looks clean, quiet and tranquil.
Let's came up on to floor number 3, room 326. They've got some food waiting outside. And there we go. What's my name? Let's see what they're dealing with. Okay. Interesting. What's going on, man? They got the food outside ready for us. It is. Let's see what they're working with inside. Bismillah. Oh, this ain't bad. Sam, this is alright. This ain't too bad. They put... No worries, just come, leave it there. Just come check it out. This alright. Little balcony vibes. Oh, this is cool. Bit high. This looks nice though. Sam, we got this for 4 weeks. Yeah. Check this out. It's alright, isn't it? It's a little vibe. Thank you, everybody, man. Wallahi, thank you so much. Jazakumullahu khaira. Jazakumullahu khaira. Jazakumullahu khaira. It's not bad, is it? It's gonna be nice.
That long walk.
Yeah. What's over here? Like some filing cabinets. What's this here? This is. Oh, it's on the balcony. Oh gosh, what's happened there? Did I break something? Oh, is that how it opens? No, man, what did I do? Let me just shut this. You know what? Let me just close this as I found it. Cause yeah. Let's see what the toilet's saying. Oh gosh. Where's the light? No. I can't find the light, but this is the.
Maybe it's a sensor, don't know.
No, there's a spotlight.
Oh, over there.
Whereabouts?
That long one coming down.
This one?
Yeah. Oh no, that's done something else.
See,
And it might be an
what-
emergency.
What are you telling me to press? Oh, come on.
I think you just press the emergency.
No, what is this? See, all of this is in German. Oh gosh, I don't know what I did there. But anyway, it looks clean. Shower vibes. Little toilet. Radio.
I think it's safe to say you bought way too much stuff.
I bought way too much stuff. What do you mean? This is a nice vibe.
Alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuhu. If you're watching this video, then wasalna bisalamati walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. If you're watching this video right now, guys, then we have arrived in Germany safely, but we have got one hell of a story to update you with. Do the honors, man. What happened first? But I'm not even speaking about when we arrived at the airport. Let's go back from the COVID. We had to get a COVID test, a PCR, right? 72 hours, that's what we were told. So we went up where? Central London.
Yeah,
Got the test. How did you find the test?
I forgot. I've had a COVID test before to be allowed into the hospital, so it was not as bad as that one. It was actually alright.
Is that right? How much did we pay in total?
I paid like 150 each.
Per person. So that's £300 for the COVID test, which
The PCR one.
PCR test, not the antigen one. And the results came within, say, a couple of hours. No, the next day. The next day, my bad. The results came the next day. Alhamdulillah, we were both negative. So with that, all the documentation from the clinic that we're at right now, Hooferland Clinic, we went to the hospital. We went to the airport.
So hold on. Online, it said we have to do it 72 hours before flight. So that's what we went by. So we
I don't
made
think it
sure
was
we did it
online.
within
I think it was, we spoke to the lady. We called up one lady. Do you remember?
a travel agent or something like that.
Yeah. Ala kulli halin, we were in time though. We were in time.
We're in time, yeah.
We headed towards the airport one day. Tuesday.
Yeah.
5:30 the flight was. What happened? She went to check in. The gentleman said, I need to go and just sort out your situation. He went away for 10
Speak to our
minutes.
supervisor.
Yeah, he had to go speak to a supervisor. Went away for 10 minutes, came back, and upon his arrival, he was with the supervisor. So the supervisor was like literally, instead of just like speaking straight, he was like proper like doing all of this business. And he kept mentioning all of these different names. It's the border force, what they call it? I'm gonna say AOG there. What do they call them? The border force that initially refused us entry.
The Lufthansa police? Border police.
Whoever they are, somebody.
No, the border police.
Apparently the border police refused us entry, and I was like, How so? And he said that they're only allowing German nationals and somebody else, but basically just German people into the country. I said, but I've got a medical certificate, and we got the medical certificate from Ufaland Clinic. Basically stated that my not surgery, my care is urgent.
Yeah.
It's life-threatening. It was crystal clear that it was an emergency situation. So the gentleman said to me, and this was the first hint of stress. Well, the COVID was the first hint of stress, but the second hint of stress was what this gentleman said to me. He said that you need written confirmation from the German embassy to say that you are allowed to enter onto German soil. So you quite rightly said to him, but they don't provide that.
Yeah, they don't provide any written documentation.
They don't provide written documentation. So he's telling us to do something.
And that he knew.
That he knew. And that was the catch, because when she said they don't do it, he's like, yeah, I know, but if you go there, they might do it. And I was like, excuse me, sir. Well, let's just slow down and rewind a little bit. You want me just to go to the German embassy with no guarantee that I'm going to get this permission in writing? He's like, I said, do you understand that my life's on the line? Do you understand that it says it's a life-threatening situation? Like, I don't have time to be. Time's not on my side right now. And in my head, I was thinking about, do you know what's gone on for us to be here right now? Even from just like on a very, very small scale, where we had to drop all of our kids. As you know, you should know, or not should know, you may know, we've got 5 kids. We had to split our 5 kids between 3 different houses. Sam had to sort out homeschooling stuff and food and clothes, and it's been crazy to get here just to be told you can't fly, and maybe if you go down to the German embassy they'll give you some. So we kept on, and I learned a lesson there, guys. I learned a lesson. Just don't give up. Never give up on something that you really, really want, because we could have just walked out of that airport with our tail between our legs, not knowing what to do. But then he escalated it. He goes, all right, go speak to my supervisor. I'm going to let you tell the people about Judith.
Okay.
But in all fairness, all right, cool, you do.
Okay, so we were directed to Judith, who was the customer service supervisor.
Customer service supervisor.
So we went to speak to her, and she was being rude. She wouldn't have any eye contact with us. Completely blanked us.
You're missing out a big chunk of the story.
Wait a bit.
We went to Judith. Judith was busy, so we was standing out, just trying to do the polite stuff, you know.
Yeah. So she was ignoring that we were even there waiting for her.
I don't think she was ignoring. She was just busy. She didn't acknowledge. She wasn't ignoring. She just didn't acknowledge.
Okay, but she knew we were there waiting to speak to her, and then there was another gentleman that was just walking around, and he looked like he had some authority.
Yeah,
and
had the blazer on, and he just looked serious.
So Ismail was like, should I go speak to him? I was like, yeah, quickly go catch him and see if he can help us. So Ismail went and grabbed him, and as he came over to speak to us, he was very firm, and he was just like...
Now this is stress number 3.
He was like, sorry, no, you can't go. If you don't have the right documentation, it says it there, then you can't go. And we were like...
One second, no.
That's not fair.
One sec, guys. I learned in this experience the importance of body language, facial expression, and building a rapport with somebody. And I'm going to give you some little tricks right now. As Sam said, his face was stern. I think he might have had glasses on, right?
Yeah.
Glasses, white guy. And I was like to myself, I know I've got a good case, and I just need to appeal to his heart. But he had that Judith face on. Like, he was not budging. He wasn't even trying to hear my situation. And even when he was speaking, he weren't looking at me. So I called him.
You're gone.
So I called him by his first name. I said, look, David, I am young enough to be your son.
I was thinking, no, you're not.
I was going for the kill, and I was going for his heartstring. I said that at the end of the day, yeah, I don't want to be here right now. I'm not going here to visit anybody. I'm going here for some life-changing treatment that might cure me. I said I got stage 4 progressive cancer, which means it's growing, you know. We spent nearly £20,000 for 4 weeks to be here. Why am I being penalized for something that wasn't even on the website? You know, so we kept on. And then it got to a stage where we knew that we were going to miss the flight. And then they told you to call the embassy, the 24-hour embassy, which you did.
No, because I've been called. The thing is, just in case, I thought, let me call the embassy prior to our flight, just to see if we can get anything from them to make sure that we can get into Germany. And they've got really short slots.
I hit that.
You did.
That's not mad.
They've got very short working hours. Oh,
That's the door.
The
1 second,
doctor's here.
guys. Doctor's here.
Should I quickly complete this while you go?
Okay.
I'll just finish this bit. I'll tell my story, my version. So what happened was, I was trying to speak to the embassy and they wouldn't answer my calls. I left them a message, and subhanallah, they never ever got back to me. So I just left it there. So then when we was at the airport, sorry, Ish, you okay? Oh, okay, good. Getting his heart checked. So when I got to, when the guy said, oh, there's a 24-hour number, I said, I can't see it, can you show me it? But he never did, he got so busy. So I just started Googling and I found a number, but I wasn't sure if it was a 24-hour one, or just thought, let me call this number. I called it, and when they answered, I was so shocked because I just didn't expect them to answer. I just thought, let me just try it. And at this point, we had so many no's. I just saw Ismail walking off crying, and I just thought, let me just try, let me just see what I can do. And I started speaking to this lady. When she answered and I started speaking to her, she just sounded like another girl from South London. She was just so nice, and she basically was on our side. She said, no, what you're doing is correct, you've got all the right documentation, they should let you on this flight. But I said, they're not letting us, would you like to speak to them? And I put it on loudspeaker, gave it over to Judith. Judith was just, I think she was quite hesitant because it could have been anybody on the phone really. And alhamdulillah, she spoke with Judith and David as well. And they weren't seeing eye to eye because the embassy said, gave us permission to go, although they didn't want to provide written documentation, saying that's not what they do. But the border police were saying that they're not going to let us in, so they weren't working in harmony with one another. So unfortunately, although the embassy was saying yes, the border police were saying no. So Lufthansa was just in the middle of everything, and they were just like, sorry, we can't let you go. Later on, we came to realize it's because they get fined 25,000 per head if they let us through with the wrong documentation. So anyway, alhamdulillah. So David said, just hang around, I'm going to see if I can sort something out for you. And then we just sat there, and
Right,
I'm just waiting for Ish.
Sorry about that. They just had to do an ECG and give me a breakdown on some tablets that they want me to take. Inshallah, I'll be updating you guys by next week, the full program and so, inshallah. Alhamdulillah. You tell her Judith was being rude?
No,
You didn't say that?
I didn't get into that.
Literally, guys, when I was trying to speak to her, she wouldn't look at me, and she was kind of trying to walk away. And I was like, Judith, I'm trying to speak to you. And then she just started, she wasn't yelling, but she was speaking in a very abrupt tone and not even looking at me. And when I said, you're not even looking me in my eyes. In fact, you tried to speak to her. And I said, babe, don't degrade yourself. Don't try to speak to somebody that clearly doesn't want to speak. And I said it loud enough for her to hear. But anyway, cut a long story short, we got told to, we booked in for the next day.
Yeah, so we had to hang around for a couple of hours. By 6:30 we were told, do you know what, we're going to let you on because the website does state you can go with the right documentation. So they said, but you're going to have to do a COVID test again.
Yes.
So we had to...
no, we had to do an antigen test. Yeah, like another COVID test, but a different one.
Yeah, so we were able to get that done. We'll show you a clip of him getting his done in a sec.
Left or right first, Julie?
Right, anyway, right, ready? Relax. Ready? Relax. Going in. I'm going to hold the back of your head because I know you're going to throw it back. Ready? Just think of me picking your nose. It's done. And this one? Done.
Oh, Julie.
Now you feel like a big baby.
I do. Julie, she's the truth, man. Anyone come to Heathrow Terminal 2, come see Julie. So you're not doing it back down the throat?
No.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
If you was having a PCR, I would.
Yeah, I had that one the other day. It was mine. Can I record you getting it done? Then we went home.
Then yeah, so we booked up. We checked in. Alhamdulillah, he allowed us to check in at that moment.
Oh yeah.
And then we got an Uber and we went back home.
Got Uber, went home. By the time we arrived home, we got the results in. It was negative. So it was about an hour after. The antigen test is exactly the same as the PCR. They go up your nose and your throat, but they're looking for something slightly different. I don't know. But anyway, we got the results. Then we came back to the airport 7:30 today.
Yeah.
7:30 we arrived in the UK. We arrived to the airport at Heathrow Terminal 2, and because I have my boarding pass, I explained to the lady on the counter, we checked in from yesterday, we couldn't make our flight, blah blah blah. She's like, all right, I'm just gonna go and get so and so, and I'm like, is everything okay? She's like, yeah, it just says a note to check with so and so because so and so knows. Her name's Carla, by the way. Carla knows your situation. When Carla came, she could have knocked me down with a feather when she said the immigration said no. I just hung my head like this in despair. I was like,
But she came with a but.
yeah, and her vibe was such that I'm
But
telling
we're
you,
gonna let you go.
yeah, that was, she said that, but I felt her vibe was like that anyway. She was really, really, really nice. Cut long story short, she said, did you get an email yesterday from David, the one that helped me? I was like, no, I didn't get anything. And do you mind?
Yeah.
He sent me an email, but he didn't send it to so he sent an email to me, but he made a mistake in the email address. He missed out some letters. So she sent it to me straight away, and I just had to get the clinic in Germany. I'm coming. I had to get the clinic in Germany to fill it out, and then it was home sweet home, guys, and we arrived. Well, alhamdulillah, bis salama. Guys, the head doctor's here now, so I'm gonna have to go. Take care. Bye.